Robinson, man, got my Texans tee on, man. We lost to the Titans 32-27, man. Check this out, man. Yeah, man. We have to start winning games that we're supposed to win if we want to be taken seriously as a Super Bowl team. Check this out, man. Last week we beat Dallas, but there were some struggles against Dallas. We got things done. The week before, we played the Lions. We beat them, and that's a tough team to beat. But the defense put us in position to win, and we weren't able to close the door, man. And that was, I want to say 2 weeks ago when we lost to the Lions. Hey, man, we missed a field goal. Today, we could have tied the game. We missed a field goal that was well within Fairbairn's range. And I'm trying to put my finger on what's holding us back. We already know that the offensive line is a struggle. But we have to also acknowledge that C.J. Stroud has taken a step back. But I wouldn't necessarily say that's a bad thing. Last year, he had a phenomenal season. I would say a season that nobody has ever seen before. And, of course, these are professionals, man. So teams have your game tape. They're able to study you. And now he's taking a step back. But it also doesn't help that the offensive line is collapsing around him. But when you take those things away and you look at today's game, Joe Mixon only had, 23 yards. Of course, Diggs is out, but that's just something we got to deal with. Nico Collins, man. Shout out to Nico Collins, man. For the last 2 weeks, Nico Collins has had 2 touchdowns that have been called back, which is nuts. But, I mean, you look at the start of the game, man. The start of the game, oh, man, Damian Pierce runs that thing, I want to say 80 yards. Then we get our rookie tight end in the end zone. So we get off to a good start. And as a fan, you're thinking like, man, we're at home. We should handle the Titans. Of course, it's a division game. Division games are often tough and often close, but we should get out of here with a win. The data says that we win at home. Now, we struggled against, or we didn't win against the Lions, but the Lions put up like 50, 40 on board. They averaged 30-something, and we held them to 20. We held them to 20-something points, I believe. We're back to this game, man. Oh, man. C.J. Stroud threw 2 interceptions that were on our side of the field. Man, it was just, oh, man, it was just, I think it was bad. And all these penalties, offensive line penalties, you think about it, man. There was a touchdown that was called back, I want to say in the third quarter by Nico Collins, and it was an offensive line penalty, man. Or no, was it an offensive line penalty or was it called on Joe Mixon? I forget, but it was a penalty that took 6 off the board. And shout out to Nico Collins, man. He's getting back in the rhythm of things, man. He had 92 yards for 1 touchdown. And shout out to my special teams, man. My special teams recovered a fumble late in the game. We were getting multiple opportunities to win the game. My defense was keeping us in the game. Like, nah, fam, we're not trying to lose. Here, offense, I know y'all jacking it up for us, but here, we're giving you the ball back. There were times in this game where we turned the ball over and the Titans were already within field goal range. Then my defense would come in and knock boys out of field goal range. Or that pick 6 by Ward, excuse me, because Petrie went out in the game. So Ward came in. Not only did Ward, I think it was the last interception that C.J. Stroud threw. Ward came in, got a sack on Levis that knocked him out of field goal range. Then the play after, the boy got a pick 6. I'm like, oh, fam, we trying to end this game and win it, but we just could not get it done. Man, Hunter had 3 sacks, so I think that puts him at 10.5 sacks on the season. Will Anderson Jr. had 2 sacks, so that put him at 9.5 on the season. Man, my defense came to play, man. Just my offense, we could not get it done. And for us to be taken seriously as a Super Bowl contender, we have to find ways to get it done, man. And just when we were about to tie the game and at least go into overtime at home, Fairbairn misses a field goal, man. That was like, what, below 30 yards or something? And then we get the ball back. We got to go the length of the field, and the offensive line doesn't hold up, and C.J. Stroud steps out of bounds for a safety. So the game ends, and it's 32-27 them. We got to do better, man. Next week, we got the Jaguars. I need us to handle business so that we could get to 8 wins. We should have been at 8 wins a long time ago. But anywho, we need to get to 8 wins. I think 10 wins, because the only team that's behind us in our division is the Colts, and they keep losing. So I think if they were to win out, they could win 10 games. And because we already beat them twice, we just need to win 10 games at this moment to for sure get us in the play, to for sure get us to AFC South, man. So we need to handle business, man. That's what I got, man. Christopher Robinson, Houston Texans. I'm here. Y'all mucho, take it easy. H-Town all day, man.